give you a strong support and a root for your lock extensions. Now, keep in mind that when you wash your hair, your dreadlocks are going to get heavier and you don't want them to slip. So you're just going to wrap this hair all the way down the length as far as you want it to go. You see I'm still wrapping. Keep in mind that you don't want to pull too hard because that kind of makes them thinner. And if it feels kind of loose to you, it's fine, because we're going to go back through and just maintain it a little bit. And I don't want this to be too long in the back, so I'm probably going to stop it around right here. So since I want to stop my hair around right here, I'm just going to stop wrapping. I'm going to kind of pull it around, and then I'm going to do a loop. Watch this. Flip it up to where you see it's kind of like a loop at the bottom of the hair. And I'm going to take the hair and I'm just going to wrap it back up the length of the lock extension. All the way up. Just wrapping it right back up just like you wrapped it down. You see that? Just wrap it up. All the way back up. And you're trying to smooth the hair out while you go up because you don't want it to get knotty. This is afro hair and it is nappy just like your natural hair. And you're just going to wrap it all the way up until you lose this, until the string is completely gone. So you want to wrap it all the way to the strand because the strand actually holds your hair better. And then I am done wrapping this. So you see how that looks? I know it looks kind of puffy and things like that. So what we're going to do, this is what I use, a method that I use. So I wouldn't have to worry so much about it being smooth when it comes out because it was never smooth. This is kinky hair. I don't understand how professional stylists make it smooth and silky looking, and that wasn't the type of look I was trying to get with my locks. I wanted them to look like mature locks the first day I put them in. So you see all this excess hair that you can just pull. If you're doing this lock extension, you'll definitely see that there's little fuzzies and strands of hair that are kind of wiry and not really into the lock. So we're going to start at the tip of the lock and take all that excess hair and we're just going to wrap it around, grabbing the pieces of hair as you go and just wrap it all the way down. And sometimes you'll get where it's like this, where there's a space in it because maybe it wasn't tight when you wrapped it around, but that's good that you're going through it because you're securing the lock and you're making it stronger. So we're just going to wrap it all the way down the length of the lock, and you can see where the lock is kind of thinning up and it's becoming a more consistent size all the way down. Now after doing this, what I did my whole head this way, and then I went through and I palm rolled my hair. Hey YouTube, sorry about that, but after I did extensions throughout my whole head, I palm rolled the whole thing with my gel, and I took the gel and I completely saturated the whole lock. And after completely saturating it, this is one thing that my loctician always told me, and she droned in my head: Jasmine, if you're gonna do this and you're gonna touch up your hair or palm roll your hair, please don't do this and twist it just at the root. She was like, the reason why I tell you not to do that is because it thins out your hair. You want your hair to be a consistent, size all the way down. You don't want to have to worry about breakage or anything like that. So when you palm roll, all it takes is a little while, 1, 2, and that's your whole hair. Now with these, I went through a couple of times and just made sure I completely palm rolled it. And afterwards, I would clip 2 of the locks together. I would clip it at the root, and then I would clip it at the base. And I would clip both of them together, like this. Now we'll go down and clip it again. Now this is one other thing I want to show you. You see how that's kind of poofy right there? I've had this for a while, and then just to maintain them, I just kind of go through and rewrap the hair just like I showed y'all earlier. And I just go through and rewrap it. I don't palm roll, I just rewrap it. And another thing, you will have slippage. You may have some locks that fall out. This time I did not have any locks that fell out. I pulled a couple out and redid them because I didn't like the way they looked or anything. But you will have slippage. And what I do is, like, whenever I'm just sitting and I'm bored, I'll just go through my hair to see you know, just feel through it to see how tight they are. And if they're loose and puffy, it's probably because they slid down. And I think I already did this today, so I probably don't have any in here. Oh, there's one I need to read. And just pull, and I'll just go through and do this, like when I'm just watching TV or something, just to ensure that they're growing the right way and that they lock good. See, you see that hump right there? That's because it slid. So I'm gonna push the hair towards the root where it slid down. And then after I push it up, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to rewrap all the way down the length of the lock. Because I want to retighten it and ensure that it doesn't move again. So if it slides, y'all, please don't trip. This is something, it's going to happen. It's going to, no, regardless of what you do, it's going to happen. Now I'm going to tell y'all the do's and don'ts. If you decide to do this process yourself, this is what you don't want to do. Apply a lot of grease to your hair. And when I say grease, I mean throughout your lock. Because what do you think? What is grease? What is grease? Grease is oil. What is oil? Oil is slippery, correct? Correct? Yeah, you fall in oil, you slip in oil, they make your hands very slick. Oil is slippery. So just imagine what would happen if you put oil on your lock. The hair is going to slide. And when I say slide, it's going to slide all the way down. And it's going to keep sliding until you wash that oil or grease out of your head. So you do not do that. Another thing you do not do. This is one thing I did do. After I finished my whole head, a day after I finished it, I washed my hair very delicately. I washed my scalp with soap. And I just lathered, you know, not with soap, but with shampoo. And I lathered it in my scalp. I didn't put it on my locks. And then when I rinsed it, it went through the locks and washed it. The reason why I did this is because when I parted my hair, I blow dried my hair. I have very thick hair. My hair is like that long, my natural hair, and when it dries,